Trail cam down, what did he see? A beaver, a badger, a fox or a bee? Trail cam down, what did he see? A beaver, a badger, a fox or a bee? Whenever we put any kind of peanut butter or fruit down, the badgers go mad for it. Absolutely mad for it. So, there's one particular camera which has very good sound on it, which I've been using, and that is the CMR CY65. It is fantastic. Now, I've actually manipulated this area. This log was laying that way, but there wasn't a branch I could really attach my trail cam to. Now this is just a big dead branch on the floor, so I've just turned it round to put it here, got them lined up perfectly. This is what I really like about the CMR 65. It's got a front screen so I can see what it's facing at without having to set it up on Wi-Fi and everything. So the picture there is bang on. Now, what is the experiment today? Well, I've just mentioned, haven't I? Peanut butter, but not fruit. We're going for jam. We've got raspberry seedless jam. We're going to spread all this side with jam and this side with peanut butter and see which any animal really. It doesn't have to be a badger. In fact, I hope it isn't a badger. I hope it is something else. I want to see animals of all different varieties trying this. They're all going to love it. Yeah, peanut butter, it seems to be a big popular bait for anyone trying to catch animals on trail cams, and it does work. It does work. Whether it's good for them or not, I don't know. It's got nuts in it. This one is smooth. I don't want anything choking on it, and the jam is seedless. Again, I just like smooth. I think it's safer to go with smooth. So we are going to smear this on and hopefully not get messy. So let's start with the peanut butter. I'm just hoping this is all going to come out without me actually having to touch anything or get a knife or fork out. I certainly aren't touching the food because I don't want to contaminate it. I don't want my scent on any of the food. It's going to be a lot of peanut butter, isn't it? Look at this. Okay. Smear that on. That's a nice dollop, is that? I don't want it falling off there. I don't want a badger just to have one lick and it falls off out of camera. So let's smear it a bit better. A bit more. I should have brought a small knife. Well, I have got a small knife. I should be using that really. That's a nice amount. I'm happy with that. Can't go wrong with that. And I've plenty of peanut butter just to treat them on other days. Just small amounts. I don't want to give them too much. It's just a nice little treat. Right. Onto the jam. Now, I'm hoping this isn't too runny. I don't want it just to dribble off the branch. I think that's a good spread. So, peanut butter, that's not going to slip off before the animals come. The jam, I think a bit already, yeah, dripping onto the floor. Never mind, never mind. At least it's dripping that way, so hopefully the animals will go around there and I can get their face on camera rather than them come here and I have their bum on camera. So, raspberry jam or peanut butter. Take your choice, Mr. and Mrs. Wildlife. What do you want? All set up. I'll turn the camera on now. I'm going to leave that for either 48 or 72 hours. 2 or 3 days. I think that's my phone. Hang on a second. Sorry about that. Had something to attend to for my girlfriend. My fiancée, sorry, she doesn't like it when I say girlfriend. Right, so that's all set up. We'll leave that a few days and come back to it. Very excited, very, very, very excited. This is the one for me. Is it jam or is it peanut butter? Because I know they'll love both, but which will they go for first? You will know in a few seconds. It's now 30 minutes since I set this up. Just a quick look before I leave. I'm in absolute shock. There isn't a single fly on them. Not a single fly. And this place is full of bees and wasps. And flies, obviously. I thought these would be covered, especially the jam, in flies, but they're not. So we are back checking up, what is it, 47 hours later, to see if any of the wildlife I've touched, eaten, loved, has it all been devoured? This is the peanut butter versus jam wildlife woodland challenge.
Oh.
Oh dear. It is all still there.
Has something not stood in that?
I don't think so, no. That looks like how I left it.
Is that how you left it?
The jam has got quite a few wasps all over it.
Oh.
But nothing is eating it. What is going on? Right, let me check the trail cam. See if we've had any action. As you can see, I've got Niels here looking on.
That would have been a good shot from there.
And I'm looking from here. So I'm not going to look at Niels. I'm just going to look at mine. Can't see what that is or that is. That looks like a mouse. Daytime. Oh, we've got the squirrel. Possibly a rabbit. These are daytime. Definitely got a squirrel having a go at the peanut butter. Okay, that could be the rat. That could be a daytime giant rat. Not sure what that big thing was. Okay, a bit of interesting footage, but it's just not good enough. The food is still there, Mazzy.
Disappointing.
So, very disappointing, because they have devoured this stuff in the past. So we're going to turn the camera back on and leave it for at least another day, possibly 2. 3 days, 72 hours out in the woods. We have got peanut butter and jam. Now, I don't know if they're going to stay on there. The jam is absolutely covered in what look like wasps and flies. Nothing on the peanut butter. Can you see this? It's almost as if there's a hive of them there. Can you see them lot? Whoa, I don't want to disturb them. Yep, okay, they're having fun. They're having fun. But let's have a good look at this. Something has definitely eaten some of the ends of the peanut butter, and most of the jam is gone. So, let me check the trail cam, see what's going on. At last we're having activity. Well, I'm absolutely gutted. It's saying no file, as if it hasn't taken any shots whatsoever. Something's gone wrong. But when I checked it yesterday, I'm sure there were things on there. What is going on? I'm just going to leave it another day. I've turned it back on. I don't think anything's going to happen. One more day and then pick that up, but I am not happy. So that was 3 days out in the woods. I gave it one more day and I did film it, but I deleted all the footage. So, never mind. 4 days, I was not happy with the camera. My camera, for some reason, flopped on day 3. I lost all the footage from the previous days. I've only got a little bit of footage from my camera, but Neil had a camera out, and I was thinking, I thought it'd run out of battery, but it hadn't. It was on the tree stump looking on, and it got some cracking footage. We have got an amazing animal on here, the best footage we've had of it. So let's get straight into it. Let me show you my footage first, and then I'll go on to Neil's camera's footage and just do a bit of a voiceover and explain what's happening as we're going along. So as I said, I lost the first 3 days of this experiment on my camera. So this is on day 4. We have got a little mouse eating away at some peanut butter there. It came and went quite a few times. Seemed happy with the peanut butter. You'll notice most of the jam is gone there. Hopefully we can see what eats that later on. The mouse then goes and has a little nibble at where the jam was. I think it was raspberry jam, seedless jam. So the mouse doesn't seem to care, it liked both. Nice jump there by the mouse. So yeah, this is pretty much all I got was the mouse, so I was a bit disappointed. I thought that was it, so I thought I'd try Neil's, have a quick look, and I was not disappointed. So it started off through the day. This will have been day 1. You can see the jam and peanut butter still there, and we have a beautiful squirrel. So the next footage is the best we have had. It is incredible. Now this is a black mink. We've caught the black mink a couple of times in the dark, in the distance, a bit pixelated, a bit blurry, but we have got it in the daylight, stood still for a moment, looking beautiful. So here goes. There he is. He has got a mouse in his mouth, and then he skips off. They are so fast, so fast. And then again in the top corner, you might have just seen that one. And then again in the top corner. And then he's running off with a rabbit there. It's incredible footage because it's quite rare to see a black mink. Now, what's this? Some kind of bird. I don't know what bird that is. What time's that? 8 o'clock at night. Lots of wasps around on the jam there. And then a squirrel is back in the morning, 5:20 AM. You see all the wasps there. The squirrel's going for the peanut butter this time. The wasps are enjoying the jam. I really expected the badgers to be coming along, but for some reason, whilst doing this experiment, they just didn't come out this far that night, or them 4 nights. So it looks like it must be the squirrel, and the mouse had a tiny bit, but it must be the squirrel and the wasps what have taken all that jam, because by the end of the experiment, it's pretty much all gone. I'm not showing you every single clip which I got, by the way. Most of it is just repeating squirrel coming back, mouse coming back, blah de blah. But yes, when the experiment finally finished, we still had a big blob of peanut butter, but it had been eaten quite a lot at both sides. I could sit and watch squirrels all day long. They are so cute. And it was really nice to see the squirrel come right up to the camera and stare into it. It looks a very healthy squirrel. A grey squirrel, obviously, but it's like, I don't know, it's like a grey stroke. It's got a bit of red in there, hasn't it? Most of them are all red or all grey. Around here they're usually all grey, but yeah, it's got quite a bit of red in there. And he comes back, has another stare at the camera, very interested by that camera. Beautiful animal. I know people call them tree rats, but they are stunning. I love them. I showed this next clip twice. You see the squirrels playing in the top corner there. I just think it's so lovely how they're skipping along chasing each other. And then I slowed it down just to show you it again and zoomed in a little bit. Look at them hopping. How much fun are they having? Wouldn't it be lovely to be a squirrel in the woods? Carefree. So then it's back to the tree trunk, it's back to the squirrel, and that pretty much is all I caught on this experiment. It's a shame because I do know we have the badgers and the deer. They just didn't come up to it in this 4 days experiment. Would they have eaten it if they did? We'll never know. But we did catch the black mink, so it was worth it. the whole experiment was worth it just for that. As far as the food's concerned, which do they prefer? Well, I'd have to say the jam. The jam is pretty much all gone. The peanut butter, there's still a big blob there. I used the rest of that peanut butter for another experiment, which was on last night's video. You might have seen that with the badgers, so I'll go back and check that one out. Yeah, it was a worthwhile experiment. We will be doing a lot more. I've already got 4 more videos of experiments to show you, and I'm going to be doing lots more as well. So thank you for watching. We'll keep trying these little things, see what happens to different foods out in the woods. You catch us on the next one. Love you all, and thank you so much for coming and checking out this channel. Please do subscribe, leave a comment, click the like button. See you all later. Bye bye.
Trailcam Dan, what did he see? A beaver, a badger, a fox or a bee? Trailcam Dan, what did he see? A beaver, a badger, a fox or a bee?